Let's go. My name's Gheesling, and welcome to a special Star Citizen episode. Why is it special? Number one, we've got a temporary setup, and on multiple fronts. One on the audio front, two on our control setup. So what I'm going to be doing, I want to use something that I know has a gimbaled turret. So let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure. Let's go with our Super Hornet. Here's why. So for the first time in a long time ever, we're actually using a joystick on the left hand for thrusting, strafing, vertical climb, and a mouse on the right hand. So Dan, why would you choose to do that? You guys know I've been wanting to tinker with it, but it was kind of out of necessity. Not to break the fourth wall, but I'm in the process of moving my office into a setting up just a tiny, very humble recording studio with a dual PC setup, so hopefully we get some better performance out of Star Citizen while recording it. But also, I started to break down part of my computer, and then the new internet wasn't there, so I have like half of my computer still set up. I'm like, well, rather than reset up the HOTAS, why don't we give this the old college try and see, I guess, from my understanding, based on conversations in our community Discord at dangheesling.tv/Discord, there's a renegade squadron that is apparently very talented in flying, and those individuals, I believe the majority of them use the setup we have now, which is a joystick to handle maneuvering and a mouse to handle aiming. And when we roll on here, so as we roll on here, I forgot to say hello, kind verse, what is going on? Alright, so let's do this. I would like to pop up, come on. I'd like to try our go right away at a comrade here. Look at this. I feel so liberated not having to use fixed weapons. Look, and I think it's like in anything. Also, we can look to our left and right. It's like in anything, right? There is no, in my opinion, ideal or perfect Star Citizen setup. It's just what is perfect for you. Kind of like dating life. But speaking of, let's go ahead and cycle our targets here. Here we go. Cutlass, great. One of the strongest ships currently in the game. Let's see how we do here. Alright, so one mouse button is... There we go. Give them all four. Oh, we're unstoppable. Hang in here. So the other interesting thing is there's a button on the left-hand side. We got to make sure we don't pass out. That turns our ship from rolling to yawing. But hopefully we get a little performance here to hang in here. Our performance issues is hindering our squad issues, but that's alright. We may actually roll into some arena commander here just to give it the old college try, because we're rolling on some Adele's Deep right now. Hang in here. But I definitely, I mean, from an aiming standpoint, it's completely different. Look at that. You don't have to worry about the fixed, boys. I feel like we're just patiently peppering him. Yeah, this is tough. This is a tough server here, boys. But we're dinging him up. What kind of damage? Ah, the radar isn't working. Oh, no. I really want to sample some attacks here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rip skins and bail out of this. Self-destruct, boys. Let us out of here. Are we gonna show ourselves getting launched? Oh, I wanted to eject. Nonetheless, we're gonna slide over to some arena commander because I want to see in like 60 FPS how we are as a pilot. All right, so let's see what kind of chops we have in 60 FPS. And X mod. Oh wait, we're waiting on someone. Let's see what's going on. So let's check our little. Okay, so there's our Gimbal Nation, X mod. We're landing so many hits. Let's go. I don't know what's up with our performance today, though. I mean, this is like. There's stone soup, there's butter soup, and there's lag soup, but I'll tell you what, man. Maybe it's all in disguise for hidden reasons known to man. I've never felt this kind of control. I feel like Neo in the Matrix for the first time when he squads up. Tell you what though, we're not gonna. I'm gonna see if it's a network issue, but hold on, we're gonna switch to a Pirate Swarm then. All right, so here we are with the little single-player Pirate Swarm. We're gonna see how we stack up here with all the meats and cheeses. Ooh, how do you like our little ability to spin here? I'm telling you what, guys. I don't want to jump the gun because we've only been using this loadout for about this setup for about 3 minutes, but I'm just saying, and we're gonna give this a legit shot. So when it comes time to set up WHP HQ again, I may be a little hesitant before we go back to dualies. Just saying. You know what? I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, damn, the immersion isn't there." Well, for me, I'm okay with the blend of immersion and performance. But if we still have potato aim on both, I mean, see, like, normally we're probably hitting about 10% of those shots. And there, I'd probably say we're hit about 40%. Let's go. All right, one rider down. But I think this is more of a palate cleanser episode of Star Citizen from multiple standpoints. Because like right now, and it's funny because maybe it's like riding a bike, you know, before you graduate to the leagues from a street to a key, you know, you got to get used to the left stick, right? So at this point, I'm not really thinking about the left stick. I'm just thinking about aiming. And of course, you know, look, I don't know. Time will tell. The thing I may do. Look, Dan, you've been playing with a mouse and joystick for 5 minutes. What are you gonna do? I would think about maybe buying a mouse with not an egregious amount like an MMO mouse with a lot of buttons on it, but with a decent amount. Because I'll tell you what, man, the shots we're landing are just, come on. I mean, is this for real? Like, did Tom Cruise and Top Gun take over our aiming? Oh, Dan, he wasn't a shooter. He was the flight officer. Actually, no, that was Goose. But let's roll with what we got here. Also, I haven't used any missiles yet. But I'm just saying, it feels a little liberating. And then all of a sudden, you don't have to go. I mean, if you go fixed weapons, you get more bounce to the ounce. Oh, we lost a wing. But at the same time, our aiming, I feel like we could be a top 5 Star Citizen player in the world. Just joking. Just joking. Kind of. Alright, let's get our next target here. Alright, what do we got? Nova Rider. Roast him. It is funny, just the precision. The other thing we could sample with too. What if we can zoom in? Start targeting certain systems like an Elite Dangerous. Well, no, Dan, that's not integrated into Star Citizen. But at least we can start zooming in, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, hang in here. So this is a reticle. I'm trying to figure out. So we still have to lead him, right? So we just keep the lead up on him. Also, how do we launch? That's that. We gotta figure out. In the old days, launching missiles in Wing Commander, you just hit the keypad enter button. I don't think that worked now. Oh, no. That's alright though. This is just a little sampling. Oh, do you see? I never noticed there was actually outlaws in this. Well, then that's because you haven't played Pirate Swarm too often. Well, we're doing a good job, Vixen.
0 hostile contacts remain.
So let's do this real quick. Let's look at our zoomies. So if we go to key bindings and we go flight, where's the zoomies? Target focus would be R, I'm guessing, but I don't think that's zoomies. Do we see anything that says zoomies? I think so. Increase weapon power. Does that stuff even work? It's like this is just opening up a whole new world to us. PIB roll yaw swap. Cycle pin targets. I don't think that's it. We'll try it. We'll try reticle focus. I think that locks on whatever we got.
Elite units en route.
Okay, let's find these clowns. Alright, so let's target 1. Nova 2. What happens if we do R? Apparently nothing. Guys, I'm just telling you, I think this is the wave of the future. Look at that, you can run, but you certainly will not hide from the stick and mouse. It's like a brick and mortar. Maybe going out of business. But it's not going anywhere long term. That makes no sense. Hang in here. Guys, why didn't anyone share this information? We did try to share information, but you never tried it. I'll get roasted. Now I know what it feels like to get good scrub. Alright, now we just need our missile launch button. Nova Rider. We've been trained by Chris Roberts and Ben Lesnick in the ways to properly aim. We're gonna hack the system. Your system has been hacked. I mean, does this guy know who he's dealing with here? He's dealing with a new man, with a new mouse. Actually, it's an old mouse, but go. Let's go. Alright, who's next? A-Burn? What does he think he is? A major league pitcher on opening day? You don't have that kind of name coming out in wave 3. Get yourself out of here. Guys, I mean, it's probably over for the dualies. I don't want to say it officially is, but it probably is. No. Okay, hang in there, boys. Alright, let's see if we can... So we got some spins. I'm going to start looking into some mouses, and I'll report my findings. I do like the mouse we have now. It's a Razor, and it's got 2 side buttons, a wheel, and 2 buttons on top. That may not be enough for the accoutrements we need. What does R do? R is supposed to lock on. I mean, essentially what we'll be doing is I don't want to say relearning our keys from the ground up, but we'll be kind of like remodeling our entire home. Maybe you knock down the left wall, the right wall, the back and front, get rid of the roof, but you keep the foundation. The foundation is the left stick. Let's get a little bit closer here. That's what I don't understand the fully. So we have our reticle. What's that lead deal? Is that just where it's pointing? See how there's 2 circles, right? I guess it's... Oh, that's where the drag is on it. Okay. Power to weapons, please. I don't know if that worked or not, but... Get roasted. Have we ever become an ace in our life? Dan, you gotta take it easy. You know why? Because you often get obsessed with things in a short amount of time. Well, as a result, it's like, we can slide through the DMs here. We did. Okay. I think it's a give and take game. I feel like maybe you not maybe. You have more control over your ship. Maybe flight maneuvers, like when I pull out, slide out of the DMs at like Korea. But I feel like you have more control of your weapon system like this. So it's like, what do you want out of life? You know, life can hand you lemonades, and sometimes life can give you limeade. Either way, you're gonna get some tart. The question is, where do you want your tart? Do you want it in your morning coffee, or do you want it in your dessert with a little key lime pie? At this point, you just say, Dan, what are you talking about? I don't know, I'm just hyped, because this is like experiencing the game. You know what? Here's what it's like. It's like going from a throttle and stick to dualies, but all over again. The exhilaration, the performance enhancement, the destruction of facilities of the Pirates Bay and their torrents will be stopped. Dan, are you really going to talk about torrents? No, I'm not. I'm going to see if we can change our power stuff. Doesn't work yet. Alright, Gladius. You want to go to work here? Oops. We turned our weapons off somehow. Excuse me? No, that's what you get for pounding buttons. What happened to our weapon? I guess the power stuff does work. No! We turned off our weapons. Did you hear that? I didn't think that stuff worked. Get our weapon system back on. I was pounding 1, 2, and 3 because I thought that stuff was disabled, but apparently not. Let's see if we can do this. Alt space. Can we change those screens? We cannot. Power to weapons.
Weapon system activated.
There we go. Now the questions are, our weapons are activated. Are our shields? We'll find out very quickly. Also, the other thing too is, now that we have this setup, maybe we start focusing on some long-range weapons. So we got a couple. Here's the kinks I need to work out. Number 1, missile lock. Number 2, what's the other? Zooming in. Because zooming in, all of a sudden we become deadly. Hang in here. Let's get a little closer to him. And I'm not afraid to get up close in person with these Nova Riders. Hang in there. Dan, your K to D has gone way up, is it? I don't know. We're just out here living the life. Get him. I don't know. I'm gonna heavily rely on you guys, or on you watching this, to give us some feedback, because you know, I feel like you can only be so objective with yourself, right? But you know, you're like, oh Dan, yeah, you look like maybe a better aim, but is it worth it? I don't know. You guys are the unbiased majority. I'm merely just a CTD. Oh, you stole our kill. Alright, hang in here, boys. We'll probably do a few more. No. We'll do a few more. I would like to take on a Cutlass, if we can calm ourselves down. Alright, so we're a little banged up. At this point, I maybe panic, but against a Gladius? Come on. It's like going against Katniss. No challenge. No challenge. If we stick with this, Katniss will probably never get out of Grimhex alive ever again. Speaking of, he's been MIA. But he's been in the Discord. If you guys don't know about our Discord, you should check it out. Go to dangheesling.tv, join our Discord. Always good. Oh, always good Star Citizen talk going on over there. Even you get, I don't want to call out of character cat nuts, but you get out of character cat nuts. But then, right when you think he's out of character, then we'll start with some WHP anti-propaganda. Alright, let's take out one more. We got full boat here, so we didn't even have all our weapons on that last one. But let's see what we got. We can take this guy out on the sly. Wait for it now. Being patient. Get peppered. Hold on. Reverse, reverse. Look at that. Kept them in our sights. Like the Tarsus and Privateer. Look at that. He's got nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Except there goes his insurance claim. Alright, I think this was a good... Look at that. We can move our guns around. Let's get a front view of the 6. Look at this. We're out of control. No one man should have all this power. Look at this, the gunship of the Gundo Kovalex. I think this is going to be an interesting conversation. Looking forward to seeing what everyone has to say about it. I'm also going to try and reverse slide into these DMs here. But this is... it's unlike anything we've ever seen. Epic proportions. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this test episode of Star Citizen. If you guys enjoyed it, clicking the like button helps out a great deal. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe with some more loadout, but potentially in the verse. See you guys then.